It's summertime. Chatty patty niggas all over the place, running in each other's households, seeing how niggas live and then going making posts about it. There's too many chatty patty niggas out here for real. Chatty patty. That's the new word for the day. Chatty patty. Oh, damn. Chatty patties. Good evening. You're not a chatty patty, are you? It's time for the breed of new real men to come out. Because these boys here are severely confused. Severely confused. And I hate that form. Hey, how you doing? You ain't a chatty patty, are you? You aren't severely confused, are you? These niggas be broke and trying to figure it out. I know when I'm broke, I stay in my own lane. I don't really talk about nobody. And they got it confused. Telling the truth about a situation ain't talking about nobody. You know what I'm saying? But to Chatty Patty, he said, she said. He said, she said. You know what I'm saying? He said, she said. How you doing out there? What's going on with you? Hi, my name is Chatty Patty. Do you want to talk about people behind their back? What are we lying about today? Hey, I love my life down there in Temple, Texas. It's so comical. I just hope that these boys don't go nowhere else with that on their mind. Because a girl's gonna beat them up. Girls gonna drop them off. And that's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, you can't even back off from a bitch ass nigga these days. Some nigga disrespect you and then expect you to apologize because he was pissed off because you didn't want to fuck with it. Man, what kind of shit is this? Then you got some dumb motherfuckers that they don't know how to use the delete button on their goddamn Facebook. If you don't want a motherfucker on your Facebook, they don't got to delete themselves. You delete them. You the one setting the standard. If you don't agree with something, get rid of their ass. And if they get in their feelings about it, oh well, shit. Quit crying all the goddamn time. Shit, is too many victims in this world. Everybody crying about something. Golly. I ain't never seen so many disgruntled people in my life. Everybody feelings hurt. Everybody watching the next man. Can't even concentrate on their own shit. Can't do shit for themselves. Boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you, the games they play. The games they play. And they be so real. They don't have... They think it ain't no rules to life. You dig? Like, I don't know. Like, shit is supposed to be easy. Like, they ain't supposed to work for that. And you young niggas is pretty as a motherfucker, man, for real. You need to be going and getting your hair done and shit. Getting highlights and shit. Dreads hanging all down your back. And your girl look like a chicken head. Living in government housing, you got the nerve to talk about what a real man do. Oh no, I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but I don't think there's too many real men. And I'm be honest with you, real men that let nobody do nothing for them, because when they go down wrong, a real man, you can't take it from a real man. But that's one to grow on. Golly. You gotta think about it. If everything happened wrong today, what did I contribute? Most of these niggas tell you nothing. That's why I don't fuck with rappers, cause niggas so hard and they doing so much, but we work at the same job. How you doing all this at work? All I see is you doing the same thing I'm doing all day with boss man. Yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir. You ain't doing all this acting goddamn fool. You ain't got that much time. That's why I really don't mess with no rappers. We can't even sit around here messing with rappers. And they lying. Everybody know who you is, boy. And the thing now is being locked up. I just never seen so many people who want to get treated like an animal and brag about it. And then we throw parties for them when they get out like that's some cool shit to do. Be thrown away. Be cast out. Be forgot about. That's cool. Oh man. I hope none of my kids expect if they go to jail they gonna get out to a party. Shit, you gonna get out to a job. I'm gonna put you up on something. I'm gonna try to help you out. You got to learn how to be self-sufficient on your own. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much a person say they love you, they really don't give a fuck. And most of the people that say they love you, they don't really mean that. They just mean you got something what I want. Because the person that love you don't got to tell you that. You can see it in their action. The person got to tell you they love you, but then they probably got alternative motives. You know what I'm saying? Me and it used to be like that. You know, men didn't need to be in bunches of packs, roaming around, acting like they doing so much. You know, it's a lot of difference going on nowadays. And I live in a little town, and what's happening is just got the kids, the baby boom. Now our kids is done growing up, so it's if your mama was messy, then now if she got 5 kids, she done multiplied that one mess into 5 messes. So now you got 5 messes running around here, and everybody got damn business. And can't provide no help. Can't put a nigga up on no game. Can't get a nigga no job. Can't pay a bill. You can't even get a nigga a soda. But got something to say about how another man handled. Oh, it just disgusts me to the core. Everybody needs help. Golly. I'm glad I got the girl I got. She got my back in a tight squeeze. I know that. Cause I'm squeezing tight as a motherfucker right now. She got me. She the best thing for me. You know. But one thing about my girl different than me and anybody else is I can sit back and chill. Just like her when it go down. When she having a hard time. For some reason it always work out where either one of us can sit down and chill and reevaluate. That way nobody rush back to work. You know, you sit back and you kick it. What do you really want to do? You see what I'm saying? I don't really like her working more than 3 days a week. So who got to do something about that? Me. I rather she had more time with our baby girl. But right now, it's just not completely promising. It's just not completely promising. But the worst thing you can do is pass judgment and can't provide no help. One thing I know about God is he'll see about your issue. He'll show you where it be. You know, everybody got a way of going in life, but ain't nobody got a heaven to take you to. Don't nobody know what's after this. Everybody knows what not to do, but can't provide what to do. I mean, Lord have mercy. When you build your city, you build your city. You know. Hey, Foxy Gamer. That's a question for me and you. I'm not sure how you do that. My robot ain't scared of me. He rides around if I make him upset. He turns my face into fire and executes me. I have a ball with that. But that means I like that name, Foxy Gamer 975. Will you add me as a friend? Can you add me as a friend, Foxy Gamer? Uh-huh. uh, you register your face? I ain't never did that. I ain't never did that. I don't know how you do that either. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't go that far. You know, I just ain't into looking into that. But is that why your robot's scared of you? I don't know how that. I don't know how that go. I don't know how that goes. You know, it's just that's some good stuff. How do you do that? Huh? Yo, well, I didn't register mine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't register mine, so I don't know how that would work. Where you from? Foxy Gamer 975. Or where do you reside, should I say? Sign in options. Oh, okay. Thank you. The U.S. Good to know. That's a big old place. What part of the U.S.? Or us? Because the U.S. is pretty big. But you can conceal that. I mean, I ain't no stalker or nothing. I ain't gonna come looking for your ass. This shit ain't that. It ain't that crucial. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know? Oh, Indiana. Indiana? Oh. I heard that's a nice place. I ain't never been there. Oh, shoot, I got another. Somebody had to play it to my groups. Oh. I heard that's a nice place. I never been to Indiana. Indiana, should I say? Let me quit talking like that. Cause there you go. I'll be telling a joke and then, oh my God. You know. Oh. Hold on, wait a minute. Is this? Oh, so did you send me a friend request? Oh, good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I got it on my tab on my phone too. That's how I put all that stuff up there. Got to message you back. see something. Details. Oh, I got a friend request. Cool. There you go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Good stuff. I'm adding you right as we speak. See there? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How is Indiana? My niece lives there. She went to Indiana U. She likes it. My sister's always up there with her. And then some of my friends tell me it's highly prejudiced. I don't know. I just never been there, and I'm not good on passing judgment what everybody else says. You know, that's not fair. I like to meet people on my own, because people rarely have anything good to say, even about their best friend nowadays. That's one reason why I really like my girl, and I kind of pick my girl, because she never had nothing bad to say about nobody. Even if they did it wrong, she don't talk bad about people. That comes from your app on your iPad. You didn't know that? Look, I can take it off. It says cause you don't know. But I can take it off. You know, you can put stuff up there and take stuff off. It comes with the app and the camera. So I can take it off. I can put stuff on there. You know what I mean? You can do a whole lot with this. I mean, you can actually make it pretty fun. See, I'll take your word for it. I like to hear stuff like that. I think a lot of the things you do, it ain't so much. See there? I can put some lights up there. Watch this. And an orange one. I think it's not so much. I think it's how you take it, what you make it. I like to have fun anywhere. No matter where I'm at, I'm gonna try to have some fun. You only live once. I like to laugh. But the world is so full of, what you call it? Downers. People don't know no better, can't do no better, don't want to learn nothing either. I like people that, yeah, it's on the PS app. You just have to open up this, and then it's called Studio 3 or something like that. You have to open up that part. You know what I mean? But it's in the studio. It's in the apps. You have to go to the second screen and then hit the second screen again. It'll load it, but you have to have this running on your PlayStation. It has to be connected to your PlayStation, I think. But it does all kind of stuff. Me and my little girl have a ball. She's better at it. She's 6. She's better at it than I am. She knows what she's doing. You know. But golly. You know, yeah, man, this thing is so cool, you wouldn't believe how cool this stuff is now. What was all that beeping? What was all that beeping? Is that beeping? Was that on the TV?
No, it's a toy.
Oh. There you go. Well, yeah. So the fullest that you can live it. I mean, but a lot of people want to live everybody else life. I've noticed that. You know, people want to live everybody else life. Have you ever thought about how people live everybody else life? Like rappers. A bunch of these rappers that ain't really rapping. Well, they might be rapping at the house, or they might do a couple shows or something like that. But they try to live somebody else's life. You know, outside of the music, they don't even portray. And a lot of these cats don't even have their own style. That's one thing that's very unentertaining too. You know, it's very unentertaining. A bunch of people want to live somebody else's life. They pattern themselves out of somebody so bad that they lose themselves. They don't even know who they are no more. And it's hard for you to know who they are, you know. When this nigga done saw a T.I. video now, he all of a sudden he walk around, he done changed his lingo, done cut his hair, wear his hat all fucked up to the side. And he's like, damn nigga, who are you? You know, you do a good T.I. impression, but I don't think he looking for nobody though. That's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? And I see that a lot, especially with this generation. Now everybody's talking like T.I. Man, them Atlanta boys been talking like that for years. You know, the shouty and all that. But my partners at Atlanta, man, they got a real cool lingo. But that ain't me. I enjoy being me, and they wouldn't enjoy it if I tried to be them. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't enjoy me if I tried to be them. I can only be me. And I love me so much till, you know, it's cool. I got some issues with myself that I need to fix, but I think my only issue with myself is probably I don't need to correct people right off top about certain things. You know, I need to let people go on and learn what they need to do on their own. It might be a hard fall, but I just hate to see anybody get hurt. And so when I see somebody doing something wrong, I go to that person and be like, look, man, that's not gonna work. Boo, boo, boo. You know, they listen. 9 times out of 10, they don't listen. They always come back and say, how did you know? Because I lived before. That's all. I just lived before. And I done seen this. And then I done went through it. So I'm trying to tell you how this gonna end. Sooner or later. But you don't want things to come to an end. People always say, man, a relationship went bad in the end. You think it's the end of it. It's not gonna go awesome at the end. How many people have you said, man, that relationship was great at the end? Yeah, you have to let them learn by themselves. You sure right. But I don't do the judgmental thing. You know, to me, each and everybody. But if I had some common knowledge, I like to share it with people. Like earlier, I was watching Bar Rescue. And some of the things that he was sharing on Bar Rescue was the things that I would post on Facebook. Well, instead of a person taking that at face value, one of the comments was, I hate somebody who knows everything. And I put, okay, well, what does that have to do with me? Because I'm always trying to learn something. And I don't know, that's probably why you're by yourself. That's probably why you're not with a man or even a homegirl, is because people know stuff and you get mad at them for knowing something because you didn't choose to apply yourself. If you knew something, you know what I'm saying? If you knew something, then why are we even having this conversation? You know, and I say I'm not going to entertain it. That's what I say. I'm not going to entertain that. Okay, you don't like people that know stuff good. No wonder you never got through school. Your teachers knew stuff and you couldn't learn it. So you blame them for knowing stuff instead of you for being deficient. You know, victim. Oh my God, woe is me. You know, they were trying to teach you something and you didn't want to learn it. Whose fault is that? Theirs or yours? They wouldn't be teachers if they didn't know anything. How many teachers do you know don't know shit? How did they get that job? If they don't know some shit. That's how you become a teacher. You know what I mean? You just can't partake in stupid shit. Some shit you have to understand what stupid shit is and what's relevant. If somebody's generally reaching and grasping for help, would it help them? But don't help nobody, they ain't gonna help themselves. You gonna end up doing all the work. You already see that they don't wanna do shit for their damn self. So how you gonna help somebody that won't help themselves? You can't help somebody that don't wanna listen. You can't help somebody that's in their emotions. Cause their emotions don't change. Soon it's gonna be you. You can't help somebody that don't trust you. Don't help nobody that don't trust you. Why? Because if things go wrong, and they didn't trust you in the get-go, so when you try to help them, things didn't go as they planned it was going. So what ended up happening, they didn't trust you, it all becomes your fault. And they had no, but you helping them. See, so I done got to the point to where, I used to give people rides home from work just to be nice. But the more rides I gave them from work, the less they tried to look for their own selves a car. So now I won't give nobody a ride from work. Oh, but then I was acting funny. But see, like I told them, I don't come to this job to pay a car note to ride you around in it. I pay gas money on the way home. I have gas money. We had the same job. I don't understand how we make the same money and I can go get what I want, but you can't get what you want. You know. Meanwhile, I'm helping you, you helping somebody else. You're not even helping yourself. A lot of people don't know you can't help nobody if you can't help your damn self. My bad, I gotta adjust. Been sitting here all messed up. But you can't help nobody that ain't gonna help themselves. You gonna be beating a dead horse. Yeah, and when you tell them they taking advantage of it, well, now you're acting funny. I don't mind. Like I told my partner, said, "Hey man, can we use your truck?" And I said, "Well, yeah, if you drop your car off." He said, "Well, I don't have a car, but we need to move." And I said, "Well, nah, you can't use my truck. They have places that rental trucks. You know what I'm saying?" And like I told him, I'm gonna need $50 for you to use my truck, and you're gonna have to put the gas in there on your own, and it should come back the same way, the gas the same way. And what the $50 does is just the wear and tear, because not only are you using my truck, my gas, you using my steering fluid, power steering fluid, possibly my exit air condition. You using my battery for when you roll up the windows up and down, when the lights come on. My tires when you rolling on the pavement. I say it might be cheaper for you to go to what's they call that? U-Haul. U-Haul got them trucks y'all can rent. You know. Yeah, that's what I say. But that became a problem. See, what they didn't really want to, they want to do, they want something for nothing. They don't want to put it into work. You dig where I'm coming from? Now I got some real people that, if I need them, they there. Now we had that kind of relationship. But see, the people like that rarely need anything. If they really call you, they don't cry wolf. If they call you, then there's something going on. Because they're too used to being self-sufficient. It's easier to go out to a bar with people like that than to go out with people that aren't used to having anything or aren't used to doing anything. I don't used to hate going, people would jump in the car with us when we was young and knowing they didn't have no money. But they would count my money. Oh, he just got paid today, so, I know he going out, so I'm just going to get in even though I ain't got no money. The first time we paid his way into the club, the second time he had to sit in the car and wait on us. Because he got to the point to where he gonna spend his money how he want to spend it when it's time to go out. Oh Lord, I'm just gonna hop in with them. They ain't gonna leave me out here. We all homeboys. You dig what I'm saying? But if we was all homeboys, I wouldn't need to pay your way. When I'm at the bar, I like to buy a round for my company. Everybody sitting in front of me. But you can't do that with somebody who can't buy their own round. You know, because sooner or later you're going to feel used. Sooner or later it's going to become normal to them. That when they go somewhere, you know, if they going to go with you, you got to supply everything. And so I don't need no friend that bad. And it's a shame that there's people like that that need them kind of friends. But I done lost a lot of friends within the last 5 years. For real. A lot of friends. A lot of people don't mess with me too much no more. And the deal is because I think I'm too good. No, I don't. I just won't put up with your shit. Tell the truth. You know, somebody told me, oh, me and the clique, we dropped you, you don't hang with us no more. And I said, oh, well, that's what. I'm supposed to be mad because I'm nobody from the dirt, broken, desperate clique likes me no more? Now, which one of y'all have I ever asked for a ride home? I've never gotten dropped off somewhere and didn't know how I was getting home. Why would you even do that? You know, but you go in there saying, and the first thing you do when you get there is you put on some bifocals and you look around, who can I use tonight? Who gonna give me a ride home? You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got no, I can't, if I buy these drinks, I can't get no cab, so who can I use? And then, you understand what I'm saying? I told him, I ain't never asked you for nothing. You ain't never walked up to the bar and said, let me buy you a beer. You ain't did that. You know, the ones that do that, now, I kick with them anytime. And it's been far and few people that said, what do you want? Not, what can I get? Because everybody's so used to me having some. You know what I mean? But I done lost a lot of, and I ain't lose any friends. Let me put it like that. They were my friends from the get-go. They were reporters, not supporters. There's a difference between a reporter and a supporter. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, and you know, I'm not just talking about people. I'm telling the truth about how situations go on. You know, people get it twisted. They say, oh, you always talking about somebody. No, I'm not. I'm telling you how the situation went. That ain't talking about them. Talking about them is like if somebody tell me something and I don't know for a fact, and then I go and tell somebody else. Well, that's a chatty patty. That's a gossiper. That's somebody that talks about people. I don't talk about people. If I ain't never dealt with you in that manner or nothing, I don't have nothing bad to say. You know, and people will come around you with conversation. Idle, what I call idle bullshit. They'll come around you, talk about somebody just to see your reaction. And then they'll run back and tell that person what you said, but they won't tell how the conversation started. And so then when somebody comes to you, I always have to remind them, you know, wait a minute, I didn't know you was going through that. It was brought to my attention this way. And then they're like, huh? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, what? And I'm like, yeah, I didn't know. So this was brought to my doorstep. And I said something like, oh, they wild, or I made a joke. And they hurry up and took it back over there and started shit, trying to be messy. And then the person goes, well, we all get together, and I was like, hey, what was that you had said about this right here and this right here? And they're like, oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, why did you go back and tell them that I was over here talking about them? And the deal was, you came to me with something that happened, and I made a joke, or I had lived on it, or I said my piece about it, but I wasn't in it. So what you do is you go throw me in it because you want to see some shit. You want to cause a divide, you know. And then the person's looking at him like, yeah, he didn't even know. So how did he find out? And I always ask people, why are you so comfortably telling me their business? Why? What makes you think that I'm the one that you can come and talk to? You know what I mean? Why are they so, that when people talk about me, I ask them all the time, what made them so comfortable going to talk to you about me? And if they say, I don't know, I would be like, okay, it must be something. You know, because 9 times out of 10, it'd be somebody that don't like you and somebody playing the middleman. You see what I'm saying? And you ought to see how confused people get when they say, oh, such and such said this about you, whoop-de-woo. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And they'd be like, oh, well, what, you know, but, well, he said this, okay. So what you think about him? Oh, he's cool. You ought to see their faces when you say stuff like that. Oh, he's cool with me. I like it. If he don't like me, that's cool. He can do that over there somewhere, but he ain't coming to telling me that. He's telling you away from me. And then you coming over here telling me. So what is this really about? I'm just trying to figure it out, cause I ain't said nothing to that man. I ain't. If I don't like somebody, I'm just not gonna go around your ass. I'm not gonna make my way over to somewhere I'm not wanted. Who does that but an idiot? That's how you get the hell beat out of you. You don't see black supremacists as tough with black people as tough as they are with these guns and all these Black Power parties. You ain't never seen the Black Panther Party show up to a KKK rally. They know they get their ass kicked. You ain't never seen no KKK show up to no Black Panther Party. Why? Because they know it's going to be some problems. And they really don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So, come on now. Some of the days you got to be real with yourself. You don't go where you're not wanted. Who does that? That's stupid. Why would I go make myself miserable? If I find out you don't want me somewhere, I just don't go. Yeah, it don't bother me. There's a lot of places that my money don't spoil. I ain't seen $1 yet in my pocket spoil at all. You see what I'm saying? I don't entertain dumb shit. I do not entertain dumb shit for no reason. What? For what? You know, if some shit don't matter, it don't matter. If some shit over, it's over. What are we really doing? You know. And then they get mad at you because you won't join in on their hatred parade of this person that you're supposed to dislike too. But see, either they done got into it and they want you to know what they said now, but they didn't give a fuck about when they was friends. It's some way that they had a conversation. And I just think that it sucks that you was the point of the conversation and you wasn't even there to defend yourself. You know, if what I tell people, I tell you to your face. That's why I don't do the disrespect thing. The calling names thing, I don't do that. If I ain't gonna call you that to your face, why would I do that in a messenger? Why would I do that? And then somebody wanted me to apologize to him because he called me out of my name. And lied to me. Everything you did was a lie, but you expect. Man, what kind of planet do you live on? You didn't have no money to pay me for the services, number one. You knew that from the get-go before you even did your hiring. You knew that. So after I did the services, you know, I had to chase around and get my money. You know, I was smart. I held some of his stuff at ransom because I knew how it was going to be. You know, I knew how it was going to be, and I knew it was a broken promise. You can't. I'm 42 years old. I done lived, right? If you don't have the stuff ready to go when you running a business and you want me to help you, I'm no longer helping you if you're not ready. I am doing it. You get what I'm saying? I'm running your business. When all I should have to do if I'm going to be working for you is put in the labor. You need to figure out the ups and downs. You need to figure out food costs and stuff like that. I shouldn't have to be the person to go and figure out your food costs. I shouldn't have to be the person to put together your menu. This is your shit. You see what I'm saying? When I was hustling, I didn't call nobody in to count my money. No, that's stupid. Because they ain't manipulate you. Why would I do that? There's a reason why you have a labor and you have your front office. Your front office keeps that line right there where labor don't need to know how much money you're making. They just need to worry about how much you're paying them. Because if they know you're making a lot more money, they go to begging, asking for more money. That's the reason why there needs to be that divide. That divide. General labor doesn't need to know what management is doing. It used to be like that, but it's not like that no more. You know, managers fraternizing. When I was general manager at managers' places, managers couldn't fraternize with the people. You couldn't take them out for a drink. You couldn't hang out with them. Because if something goes wrong at work, it's going to look like favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Now, here, lately, and especially where I'm at in Texas, you can't even get the job unless you're cool with the boss. They hire all their friends. Then when they go out of business, nobody is friends anymore. You know, when no one's making no money, no one's friends anymore. And what's wrong is they don't even blame themselves. They don't blame themselves. They blame everybody else that they hired. When they never had control, no way, and all they was doing it was to be cool. They wasn't in it for the money. Cause if you in it for the money, you definitely don't. You know your friends. You know who they are, and they're not gonna change or do anything better because they're your friend. You know, if the bottom knows that the top is stealing off the top, do you think the bottom's gonna allow the money to get to the top? No. But then when you get mad at one certain person, you fire him and blame all that on him. But the problem never goes away. Then when you lose your business, you blame everybody but yourself, and that was your business. You get what I'm saying? It's like not taking care of your car, and now when the car falls apart, you blame the ignition or the oil. The oil's doing what the oil is supposed to do. Sit there. You never changed it. Then you wonder why your engine locked up. Oh, it's the oil's fault. It's definitely the oil's fault. Not my fault for not getting the oil changed, but it's the oil's fault for being old. You see what I'm saying? They had a fight at a local restaurant not too long ago. I said this about a month ago. I said, you know what? We don't need to come here that much no more because tempers go to flaring in here because they can't accept the rush. And so in order for people to sit down and eat and not be all out in the front call talking about who was next, this, that, and the other, me and my girlfriend would go in there after a night of drinking, twisted. We would go in there and we would clean up the restaurant for them so everybody still had places to sit. You know what I'm saying? Well, we have been going there in a little while. Well, somebody messaged me, Chris, how did you know? How did I know what? They were going to have a fight over there over some seats. Because you got 20 people lined up outside and you only got a table that fits 4. And so the people that got there at the same time, you know what I'm saying? People got there at the same time, they're going to be fighting over that four seats. Them 4 seats. And it's 2 and 2, but it's not a table that you can put 2 people here, put a partition in there, and put 2 people over here. No, it's one table with 4 seats. And so if you got a couple of 2 and a couple of 2, you know, it's going to be a couple right there. And if they got there at the same time, it's going to be a problem. Voila. And see, beforehand, people said, you're crazy. You think you know everything. No, you can see a train wreck happening before it happens. All you got to do is look at the 2 trains about to collide. Don't take a genius for that. If you see 2 trains on the same track going at each other, it don't take a genius. Even a child will tell you they about to bump into each other. They ain't going to miss. You know what I'm saying? But people just don't. You can't explain practical stuff to people that don't want to see the truth. They don't want to see what hurts their feelings. They don't want to change what they do. You get what I'm saying? And see, I don't put a lot of stuff on hold trying to better a situation in which I thought it could be a win-win. But it can't be a win-win when you're not ready. You're clearly not ready. People can't accept that either. See, when you've been around people your whole life that own businesses, run businesses and everything, I just never want to do it because it's a 24-hour thing. And like my mentor told me, yeah, you're lazy. You're lazy. Anybody in America that don't want to invest in themselves is lazy. Bottom line. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, you're right. Because that's the truth. I didn't want to be, I watched my dad businesses, my brother and sister-in-law businesses. And they lived this 24 hours a day. When those alarms went off and the police call you and they say, we're at your building, somebody broke in, you got to get up at midnight and go down there. You never get to sleep because you have to live that business. You know, and if you don't live that business lives you. And if you go into business and you can't put no more money back in the business, if every time you get some money you got to pay bills at home, well, you might as well get a job. Because sooner or later, it's going to stretch too far. Sooner or later, something's going to happen at that business where you need money over here. Something's going to happen at your house where you need money over here. And you can't do both. So before you fund a business, you got to make sure that this business is taken care of. They don't understand investment. If you spend $500 on something, the first thing you need to be doing is getting that $500 back to pay for whatever you started with. That's to secure your investment. People don't see things like that. I'm just going to buy this for $500 and whatever I make, I'm going to make. So they buy for $500 and they make $400 and then they're going, Well, I'm gonna pull some of my bill money, and I'm gonna pay that $500 again, and we gonna do this again. Now here we go. They done made another $400, so now they $200 in the hole in their bills, and they're still trying to figure out how to run this business. I'm just gonna buy this stuff. Not once did they calculate carefully how to do that they was gonna make some money. No one goes into business to flex. If you're not in business to make money, get out. Get another job. And if you don't understand investment and you don't understand a structure, then get out. Because all you're gonna do sooner or later is you're gonna, like one of my last bosses, you're gonna hire a bunch of people, and they're gonna put everything they got into helping you and do what they have to do, and they're gonna take your stuff because you're helping them, you know, along with their bills and their kids and food. You're helping them with that. That's true. But you've taken that responsibility on. And you're responsible now for their families. So whatever you do with this business, you have to assume the responsibility of their families because those are your people. And it trickles down. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't exactly help a person better them, don't hire them. Some things you have to do on your own. You know, but you can't tell these new business owners that. I watch Bar Rescue all the time. 99% of the time that these businesses and bars fail, it's the owner. What is he doing? He's drinking up his whole profit. You can't sell dope and do it at the same time. And you can't put your emotions in your pocket. You can't run a business off emotions. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Especially in the business sense. And a lot of people don't understand moral conclusions and business conclusions, two different things. People used to say when I worked at the bar, "Oh, Chris, why are you cool with that guy? And he just called you a nigger behind your back." Well, because he's spending money and I need a paycheck. So I'm not going to say anything to him. He can say whatever he wants to say. He's entitled to that. Cool. He can say it to my face. But my mission is to pay my bills. My mission is to take something home. If I get into it with him, I might not have a job. If I get into it with him, he might not come back. You know, my boss will say, "Hey, well, this guy over here, you know, he's using racial slurs. You think we should kick him out of the bar?" Nah. Is he spending money? Yeah. Well, break him. When he goes broke, then kick him out. But until then, as long as he's spending money, I'm getting a paycheck. So I kind of throw my feelings and my morals to normal morals to the side because I wouldn't let anyone do that to anybody. Not damn me, but I wouldn't let anybody do that to anybody in my presence. I would tell someone when they're wrong, and that's not going to be tolerated. But in a business sense, you let them do what they want to do because he's spending money. So if that's his entertainment while he's spending money, he can come in there and do that all the time. The thing about it is, when he ain't got no money, he ain't going down the door. And he really don't matter no more. The people that matter, the people that matter are the ones that spending money. You know, and when I was going to Tijuana, when I was young, we used to go to Tijuana a lot. All the time. Every Thursday through Sunday, we was in TJ, Mexico. And I'm going to tell you now, once you start drinking down there, if you penny pinching, they can tell. And your beer can't get hot. If they walk by your table and your beer is hot, they pick it up, they take it and make you buy another one. And if you can't afford another one, you got to go. You are no longer welcome because you can't spend no more money. You know, in America, we give you a cup of water. You know, we let you sit there. Now on Tijuana, they rush you out. You're taking up a seat. That somebody else could be spending. They see every seat as a dollar sign. So if you're just in there, man, no, you got to get out. Because I got a million people. I got more people that want to come in. If they ran businesses like that now, things would be different. Things would be totally different. But people don't, and it's not that people do as little as they can and want the maximum profit. And you can't be mad at them. The new trend now is let's reward people for not doing their job. I'm going to give you some more money. You know, I'm going to give you some more money in hopes that you'll do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to reward the ones that's already got them. They doing what they're supposed to do, so I'm going to leave them like that. But you that ain't doing much, I'm going to give you chance after chance. No, that's not going to work. That's not gonna work. You beating a dead horse. And that horse ain't gonna get up and go. And like my mentor told me, the reason why you're not gonna work out in Texas at a job is number one, they don't think you're that smart. And then when you are that smart, they get intimidated. They get completely intimidated. And then what happens? Whenever something goes wrong, regardless of what happens, they're gonna blame it on you. And I was like thinking like, nah, that shit. These dudes did some boards wrong, and this dude runs up to me, mind me, everybody's telling on me, because like I'm gonna tell you the story. Everybody else that was there been there 5-6 years. I was there 9 months, and I was up for the same position that they were. How do you think that feels? How do you think that makes them feel? I came in after you. Now I'm gonna be telling you what to do. You think that they're really gonna work with me at that point? No. But when they made a relationship with the boss, every time they don't agree with something, they go tell. They go tell. They go tell. And it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But you see them a few years later, or you just run into them somewhere and just look how down bad they are. Because God don't like ugly. You know, like I told him, I've been here 9 months. I just got me a brand new car. Cheap car. $16,000. But you've been here 5 years and you're still walking. If my job couldn't have paid me enough to where I could be comfortable paying my bills, and they didn't supply enough money for me to get back and forth to their job comfortably, either I need to be doing my own thing or I need to be finding somebody that can. You know what I'm saying? But I would not be at a job for 3 or 4 years and I still got to live with my mama just to get a car. If we not progressing and we not going up, well then I'm wasting my time and you're wasting my time and I'm wasting your time too. You get what I'm saying? They pay people at the minimum and then they wonder why they send stuff out and it comes back and people don't want it. Well, you imagine that. You got a whole bunch of people that don't care about their job. But what incentive do they got to care about their job? What incentive? You set the precedent. You don't care. You don't care. You're just trying to get a dollar amount and build your numbers up. And they're false numbers because you can send 100% of stuff back, but if 50% of it came back, what did you really do? You wasted time. Number one, you wasted time because now you got to do it all over again. And you only made 50% of the stuff. Does it make sense? My grandma used to say all the time, hey baby, do things right the first time, because it makes no sense for you to not be able to do anything the right way, but you always have time to go back and fix it and do it again. Does that make any sense? See, if I'd have made my bed the right way and she came in there, she wouldn't have to say, come back in here and do this again. I would have been done with it. You know, but people do as little as they can. You know, they think they getting over. But now I got to pay you twice for a job that should have been done once. And you wonder why the company's not making any money? Because we stuck on the first project. We can't get to the second project because we ain't did the first project right. But, and you know, like I say, I get overshadowed, blackballed. It's all good. It's all good. I'm right here streaming on PlayStation. I'm right here living on PlayStation. I'm having a good time. Like I say, I got a great girl. My girl knows one thing. I'm not foreign to working 2 jobs and doing other stuff that people ask me to do. That's not foreign to me. I'll do that. And she knows one thing. I'll give her all my checks. I give her all my checks. So whenever I get a check, it goes to her. She takes it to the bank or she puts it on what she needs to put it on. You know, I just got paid for a job today that was 2 weeks old. But I don't have any money. I gave it all to her. She does that part. She's a hell of a waitress, and she has the time to do all that. My thing is to keep going and finding more. Now I ain't been doing much here lately since I lost my job. But okay, big deal. I gotta find something that's gonna go for this household. I can't waste my time making a little bit of money when this big money was about to call me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? And we dummy ourselves down. And we take all this. No, as long as only way you gonna do something different if you try something different. Well, I don't want my kids working for anybody. I want to run a business because they're all smart enough too. If I know this knowledge, I can teach them. They can run a business. You know what I mean? I will spend that. I would. My interest will be in what they want to do. My daughter is 6 years old. She knows all about an investment. She said she wanted to open up a lemonade stand. I say, so let's say it costs $20 to build the stand and our time, and then you need $10 of lemonade. How much money do you have to make in order for your business to make money? She said $31 because before she gets to 31, she still owes for that stand and that lemonade. She's 6. If she can understand simple economics like that, you mean tell me people that I've been going to school with, and most of the people that get real smart now on Facebook, when it was time to go to class, they were skipping. They had no clue how the United States works. Not a clue. They hurry up, run, and vote. And I go, your vote don't count. And they're like, yeah, dude, one voice, one vote. Bullshit. That's why they have an electoral college, so if it don't go the way of the planned agenda, they can fix it. Do you know what gerrymandering is? Gerrymandering, huh? What is that? You mean to tell me you did all this research on YouTube and Facebook and all this, and you don't know what gerrymandering is? It's a way to turn the district so that it fits the agenda. So that they can fix it and make sure they're like referees in a game. They can call fouls on who they want to so that their team can win. That's the way it goes. You don't know what that is? Well, you don't. Well, you didn't vote. You can't talk about the president, this, that, and other. Yes, I can, because we have a right to free speech. You can't take my rights from me just because I told you that they have to pay me to vote in my state, because my state, it don't matter how I vote. It depends on how the electoral college want to vote. There's only 2 states in the continental United States that's bound by law that must vote the way that the general public votes. So you don't. My state ain't one of them. Texas ain't one of them. So guess what? You have to pay me to vote. Now I'll vote locally, something that's going to affect me immediately. And I hate voting for people. I like voting for issues. That's why I like California, because California votes, a lot of their voting is done on issues. The thing about California, different than California, it's different in Texas, is that all the movie stars and the people have all the money in California. So the government basically has to do what the people say do. The state is broke. In Texas, none of the people have any money. And the state has all the money, and they don't understand slavery. They think they're getting over. They don't understand the basis of, they tell you what to do when they want to vote on something because you don't have anything on it, because you don't matter. They don't ask you. They just vote, and they don't tell you, which is totally different in California. That's why I like California. And now California's buying up Texas. All the people in California are coming here buying up Texas. So pretty soon, it's going to be in California, it's just going to be like Texas. And Texas, they don't even get it. They have not a clue. They think, oh, well, Texas is the greatest state. We've got all the jobs. California's creating them. You farmers you're not growing any more corn, that you need to hire more employees than you did last year. Let's just be honest. You're not creating the jobs. And then we got a president and I told him from the get-go, hey man, this guy's kind of weird. I don't know, but the green power and all that, using the power, new innovative ways to generate, electricity and stuff like that. See, he's talking about cutting that all out. Well, what does he do in Texas? He kills about 250,000 jobs, because most of the good jobs now, they're out there in those not in those oil fields, but on those where the wind deals and all that. If he kills that, they stop building them. These people that do that for a living, what do they do now? But you can't explain it to people that are so far in their feelings and in their emotions, and they only like a person because either they can relate to them, how they look, or they're just a kiss ass.
You know, one thing I don't like around me is a kiss ass. A kiss ass soon gonna when he finds somebody else ass that's a little sweeter, he gonna stab you in the back. He already back there. So I don't like people that kiss my ass. I don't kiss my ass. I don't like that because I know you have another agenda. Cause I like real friends, ones that can stand up to me and tell me, "Hey man, you fucked up. You should apologize." Or, "Hey man, that was good." You know what I'm saying? I don't like people that do that. I don't I don't partake in that. That's why I say at this point, and it's been kind of hurtful, but at this point, one thing about it, I didn't have to. You know, a lot of people say go broke and you'll find out who your real friends are. Nah, come up and you'll find out who your real friends are. It goes both ways. Come up and you'll find out who your real friends are. For real. Because some of my real friends bought another car, you know, oh, that's clean, that's clean. But this is what's wrong with it. What's wrong with congratulations? You know. And this is the same person that don't got a car. How you gonna tell me about what's not and what is and you ain't even got that? You know what I'm saying? How? I read a message from a guy today. Uh, I'm selling cars. You know, I'm selling a lot of cars. It ain't tax season time. I go to the auction and buy them. You know, I'm getting rich. So if you want to get rich, inbox me and I give you the details on how to get down with my program. You gotta read between the lines. What I'm getting out of it, and I'm just gonna be honest. What I got out of it was, okay, I need more cars, but I don't want to pay for them myself. So I'm going to trick people into investing with me by telling them they're going to get rich. But really, I'm going to be controlling all their money. You understand what I'm saying? And because I'm really not rich. Because rich people don't tell you that they're rich. You can tell. You know, you gotta use car lot from a bunch of cars off of a government auction. You're not rich. Rich people have a car lot full of new cars. I know the dealers. I went to school with in Temple, Texas. Man, we have a lot of people with great minds out here. Like the guy who owned McLean's. I don't know if you ever heard of that company, that industry. He grew up. He's from Temple, Texas. He lives right not too far. I went to school with his oldest son. That guy right there. He he didn't think like that. He didn't think like that. You know, Ralph Wilson from Wilson Art. That's a Temple, Texas-based place. This used to be a strong industrial place, but it fell off. Um, Garland Shelton that sells cars. The guy's got plenty money, but he doesn't have a used car lot. And he does. He really does have a used car lot, but it's small and he doesn't go to the auction. You know what those are? Those are trade-ins for somebody that wants to get a new car. Until people understand how business really works. And you know what? People are easily misled. All you got to do is seem like you doing something. People can't tell that we're doing not as good as we used to because we ain't doing bad. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing bad. I don't owe. I don't owe a man. Let me be honest with you. I don't owe a man for anything. I owe the bank for this car, and that's it. Everything else is pretty much paid for. So that's about all we got. The normal stuff and that and the car. That's not enough. We don't spend a lot more than what we got, and a lot of people spend a whole lot more than what they got. Then they get desperate and they want to try stuff outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Um, like me, if I was to get a food truck, I would have to work it myself because that truck has to make me money right now. But I wouldn't get a food truck and hire somebody because number one, it's too small. Number two, I'm not going to be able to take care of that person's family. And I have to be real with who I am. I really don't have any money. And a lot of people don't want to hear that because they work so hard or they got such this title They don't want you to know that they really ain't that. You know what I mean? It would be astounding. I mean, you would be amazed how many people make over $100,000 a year and they're on welfare, on food stamps. You'll be amazed. Why do they get that? Because their bills, as soon as they started making that money, they started buying stuff that they owe for. And then they're paying the minimum on their credit card debt, so they'll never come out of debt. They'll never come out of debt. But that's all they can afford, you know. And then they add stuff to the credit card, you know. When their friends go here, they got to keep up with them. Oh, yeah, let's go to the bar instead of saying, we can't afford it. That too much being like telling the truth, because somebody might talk about them. Oh, such and such, they make all this money, and they said they can't afford nothing, you know. Hey, you can't spend more than you make. That's just it. Me and her, we eat out a lot, but we can afford to. We don't go to a bar and we have to penny pinch and count beer. Or count how many mugs we drink, or count how many shots we do. No, we go to the bar. I put my ATM card up there. She takes it, and we run a tab. And all the bartenders love us because they know they're gonna get a good tip, and they cater to us just like that. Our ass ain't never empty, and we ain't never telling them no. We ain't never going in our pocket going, okay, I can only drink 3 more because I gotta do this. I want to eat. This girl over there, I want to take home. No, I've never been that type of person. If I can go out, I can go out. When I was young, I didn't go out without $500 in my pocket because ain't no telling what I want to do. You know, there's no telling what I want to do after here. My life don't end after this club. I'm not the type of person that like to go to the club and then go straight home. You know, you might meet somebody. You know, let's go out to eat. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other some more. You know what I'm saying? So, no lie, the people that fight at places where you eat are the people that couldn't eat anyway. And so they're in there starting shit. They're just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We go into, matter of fact, we frequent IHOP whenever we have our date night out. We have a personal waiter in IHOP. His name is Gilbert. Awesome guy. As soon as we walk in, they say, well, can we seat you here? And we say, we're looking for Gilbert. And he walks right up and he goes, they're mine. Come over here. Just like that. When we walk into a bar, the owner's, hey, Chris, hey, how you doing? The same bar we've been frequenting for years. Hey, Chris, hey, how you doing? We go sit down there. And then you get some people that look, especially prejudiced people, they look at me and they go, oh, why are they treating that black guy so good? What is that nigga? You know, big deal. You know, I asked the owner of the bar one time, and I knew he was, but I hadn't eaten. And I was sitting there drinking, I was like, whoa, I better eat something, because this is going to be a bad night. And I said, hey, man, do you mind if I order a pizza from somewhere else because your kitchen's closed? He said, no. You want pizza? I said, yeah. He said, as long as you're not eating hamburger nut, I'll go turn my stove on. Now it's going to be a few minutes, but I'll turn my stove on. Bingo. Out the door, he's the owner of the bar. We give him, my girl slides him a $20 bill and says, thank you. He looks and he goes, wow. Let's go, why? He goes, because people don't do that. Well, you went out of your way. That's what a tip is, above and beyond. It's not for doing your job. It's for going above and beyond. How nice were you to me? How much of a bother was I to you? You know what I'm saying? How good do you know me? And even if you don't know me, how far are you willing to go to try to understand what I want? You know, and you got to take it within, you know, if they don't greet you, don't tip them. If they don't introduce themselves, don't tip them. And write on the receipt, I didn't know they didn't introduce themselves. Seemed like they were having a bad day. I didn't get the service that I thought. I mean, I hate, because in the middle, I even know in Indiana, the middle people, they make $2.15 an hour? You know, I think if you had to pay your employees $2.15 an hour, you should probably have to be out of business. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I think the federal national minimum wage is $7.50. Tips ain't supposed to be reported. You ain't supposed to be getting a tax tip. Tips are a gift. You can't tax nobody that's out here begging on the corner. You can't say, okay, well, how much money you make? Okay, well, you need to pay this and tip. You need to pay this and no, because tips are gifts. You can't tax gifts unless they're over $10,000 cash. You know what I'm saying? So they're clearly breaking the law. But as long as people accept that, this is what happens, and people accept it all the time. You know, because they don't know no better or they don't care. And then we wonder why our economy is in the position that it's in. Think about it. Most of the waitresses that we have, they think that we're just supposed to give them all our money just because we showed up and they're there. But if I gotta ask you for something that just went in your tip, I don't want to do any work. I came to eat. I did not come to tell you what to do. Mind you me, if somebody's flustered, because I know the difference. If somebody's flustered and they got their section's full and they're helping everybody, you patiently wait. And then you ask them, and because they can't always keep up, but if you see them trying to keep up with everybody, you make it worth their while. You know. And that's how you build those relationships. And at that point, it's a business ordeal. But I'm not going to just give you something just because you're there. What if the service sucked? One time we got set up under a table, there was no light. Imagine being the only black guy in the bar, in the establishment, in a corporate establishment, in Applebee's. And they take you and strategically put you in a place where they don't want you seen. And then they go, oh, I didn't want that table anyway, black people don't tip. And shoot, my girl let them have it. Say, yeah, but we don't. Yeah, my girl said, oh yeah, well we don't tip people that don't have that sit us in the table that's black, that's dark. We couldn't even see our food. Oh, well that was the only table. No, it wasn't. There was 2 or 3 tables. You set that other couple over there, and that nice square was clean. Ours was dirty and dark. We had to wipe the stuff off the seats. Why would we tip you for that? It has nothing to do with my race. It has all to do with your performance. You did that on purpose. So now we don't tip you on purpose. We were in one place one night, and me and her were just feeling kind of jokish, so we were joking around, acting like we were going to put each other. Had this lady yell from across the whole bar, and I'm the only black dude in there now. Everybody in there's talking loud, having a ball. You know, everybody in there. Me and my girl were sitting next to each other, giggling and laughing at each other. And I think it irked them to death that we were the couple in there, that everybody was looking at us like, why? They're such a good couple. They get along. We don't have that. And I think there was just a small spat of jealousy. And so she yells, I'm not giving you any more coffee. And I said, well, good. Because I didn't ask for any more. That's number one. Number two, I'm not tipping you now. Since you telling me you're not going to do your job. Your job is to cater to me. My job ain't to do what you want to do, and I'm spending my money. You think my money spoils? I'm just telling you. I say, well, I'm just telling you too. I'm glad you told me that, because now, and my girl said, yep, she just grabbed $25 on the table, she put it in her pocket. And then the lady was like, they don't tip, and they don't, and they don't. And then we had another lady get up and come to the table, and she's like, when we come out to eat, we don't expect. And I was like, but you're doing it. Why are you at my table yelling at me? And so I looked at the bar and I was like, call the cops. Oh, she went and sat down fast because she had been drinking. Older white guy, countryman, comes over and he says, I apologize for the way my people are acting, for the way these people are acting. I said, you don't have to apologize. I said, you didn't do anything. You don't owe me an apology for that. He goes, I get tired of the shit. Everybody in here sees it. And what's funny is no one's going to speak up about it. And he was like, I was with you. Call the cops. And then she was like, well, you know, if you feel that way, you can. No, I don't have to. And you're right. I can't go somewhere. I'm glad you said that. Now, fast forward. That's the same place that we go clean up in order for people not to fight. They just had a fight in there last night. Why? I know what it was over. A table. But they're always fighting there about. The kitchen cannot, instead of them doing their job, they're worried about who's cool, who's doing what. They're always trying to be in some mess. They're not doing their job. So guess what? None of the tables get cleaned. And so now you got people waiting out there. Like I say, them two people come at the same time. They think that's both their table. They're fighting at the door. Exactly what happened. And that's when my girl's like, see, glad we don't go there no more. I'm like, I'm glad we don't go out on Saturdays anymore. That's the wackest day to go out. Thursdays is the best day for me to go out. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Is that on the game or on the app? Because there's certain issues we have to address in America. Certain issues we just have to address. I don't care if you don't like me, just stay over there. I'm not gonna come over there and I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna call you out of your name. We can have a healthy conversation. We don't have to yell at each other. We don't have to do this. Me and one of my close friends, we just made amends with each other. Add face login. I mean, is that on the app or is that on the PlayStation itself? You know what I'm saying? But me and one of my friends, but he's an old country boy from Texas. I'm a city boy from Denver, and us city boys, we just don't take a whole lot of drama. And he had a nerve one night because we didn't agree with something. He said, I agreed to disagree. Cool. We'll leave it at that. But you could have shut the fuck up. And I was like, I've never told you what to do with your mouth. Why would you tell me what to do with mine? That's what I'll be talking about. And I told him, I said, see, that's that privilege. You think that you have the right to tell me what to do with my mouth. A mouth that you didn't build. Did I tell you to shut your mouth? No, but I'm just saying it wouldn't be. Exactly. But we agreed to disagree. I left it alone. Oh, he was ticked off. And when I saw him Thursday night, and he was like, man, my bad. And I was like, my bad too. I had a part in it too, but you have to understand, we're both men. You're not a better man than me. Not if we're in the same place. I could see if you was in heaven and I was here, you could actually come down and say, hey, don't do that if you want to go to heaven. But you don't know if you're going to heaven. So what kind of person are you to pass judgment? And one thing he knows, that we agree upon a lot of stuff. We agree about how a child rearing. We agree upon a bunch of stuff. We agree that if your child is under the age of 18 and they have a Facebook and something happens to them, Lord forbid, don't wish that on nobody. But if something happens to them and it's in their Facebook Messenger where they met up with somebody that raped them, murdered them, or anything, the parents should be charged also. The parents should be charged also. That's your child. That's kind of like litter, and that's kind of like throwing your trash out there and somebody else runs it over, and then all of a sudden it's that person's fault. No. I mean, would you put your child in a strip club full of men, and she don't know what's going on? No. So why would you allow her on Facebook? And I know kids are slick. I know it. I know it from the bottom of my heart. Kids real slick. Exactly. But if you know your child, and there's certain rules and standards, you understand there's certain things you don't have to worry about. If they have a bedtime, you don't have to worry about them being out and about at all hours of the night. You know where they are. If they know that you'll check on them, they won't take that move. You know what I'm saying? If they know that you care. And some things that these kids don't understand is because they're not explained to them. They don't understand why they can't do this. They're not hurting anybody. That's true. But it's just not healthy. You understand there's too much danger involved. So you have to explain this to them. What happens if you do this? And I that's what I try to do with my children. I try to explain to them, I'm not telling you to do something because I said so. I'm telling you to do something because this is what it leads to. I've been down that road. This is where this is going. But people don't want. It's so easy to play victim nowadays. Woe is me. I started a fire, but it's your fault because you didn't put it out. No, that's not the way it should be. If you start the fire, you should put it out. And thank the person that helped you for putting it out. But now it's no, and it's terrible. You can't touch people when they have a wreck anymore. I don't. This lady was gonna snatch this dude up out of the car, and he was gonna make it. Now, if it had been a life-threatening situation where the car was gonna blow up, we had to get this dude out, or the car rolled over on him or something. I dig that. I get that. Let's get him out of the car for his own safety. But as long as he's talking to us and everything, let's wait on the ambulance. She goes, well, I have to get him out. I go, yeah, but if you pull him the wrong way and he hurts his back, you know he's gonna sue you, right? And he can't, because you could have left him alone. You know. And there's also a law, you have to stop and render aid. Yeah, but that don't mean you have to be Superman, because you help somebody. If they see a way to make some money off of it, you help them, and now they're taxing you for doing what you thought was right. And that's, people do it on a regular basis. Like I said, man, living in California showed me a lot. People will sue you for anything. They'll make you do something just so they can sue you. You know, run into you, step on a person's foot. Oh my God, he didn't want to go to work, so now he done broke his toe. He gets all your information or finds out who you are, especially through social media. And now you're in front of Judge Judy, and she's telling you got to pay for his lost time and all this because you stepped on his foot. But he doesn't tell the part that he was in your personal space, or that he backed up into you, or that it was an accident. You see what I'm saying? He didn't have insurance and he didn't want to go to work. So his deal was, oh God, I can't go to work. Now you have to prove somebody has to pay for that. Not the fact that he could have been wearing steel-toe shoes. Then that wouldn't happen. There's nothing that he could have did to prevent this. It's all on you now. You see what I'm saying? And they really cut a lot of that out. A lot of it's going back into common sense. That's one thing I like about Judge Judy, common sense. If you back up into somebody and they accidentally step on your foot, and y'all at a party, you wearing flip-flops and everybody else wearing tennis shoes, you the dumbass. She'll tell you, you're a jerk. You're at a party. People are going to step on people's feet. So you made the choice to go to that party. Didn't nobody, that man didn't force you into that party. And so, and an accident happened. That man didn't maliciously do that. You know, but, you know, people get roommates and stuff. What kills me, people get roommates all the time. They don't know who they're rooming with. You don't know this person. Me and my roommate, we worked a lot, so we hardly saw each other. But when we did see each other, it was all giggles and smiles and laughs, because I didn't go in his space, he didn't go in my space. Like he said, I don't know if his room is dirty or not. That's his room. He pays for it. That doesn't have anything to do with me. When it starts infringing on me, like there's a bad odor coming out of there, or too much traffic where it's infringing on him, then we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But we never had those problems because we both had good home training. We ain't. But I'm gonna go ahead. I don't care what he doing in his room. I don't care if he make it dirty. As long as he pays these bills, brother. You know when it's safe. Now, if the house catches on fire and it started in his room because his room was dirty, well, of course I'm gonna have a problem. You know, but as far as me monitoring his room, that's not my jurisdiction. And you'll hear a lot of people with these roommates, they're doing that all the time. All the time. Well, they were doing this and his girlfriend was staying over there. Okay, why? Does that matter? Well, because they had the lights on and the TV on. Okay, was he paying his half the electric bill? Yeah, but I just couldn't get any rest. Oh, well, because you're worried about them. You know. If he was there by himself and he had all those lights on, would it be a bother? Would the bill be different? So you mean tell me the more people you have in your house, the more your light bill gonna be? Damn that meter that's outside that says kilowatt per hour that goes around in circles. Damn that. That has nothing to do with the bill. Just how many people is in the house has something to do with the bill. That's what kill me about these women that get this that get child support. Like I tell all my baby's moms, if it's too hard for you, send them over here. Because when I get home, I'm going to have to turn on these lights. What you think? Just because you didn't send no child support check, I'm going to make them sit in the dark? That's stupid. I'm like, hey, being grown, I'm going to need water to flush the toilet, you know, to bathe. Why can't they enjoy that with me? Why am I charging somebody else for something for a decision that we both made? I didn't rape you. You know what I'm saying? And then the government plays with that because guess what? What they didn't understand was the fact that I send in my child support check They throw it in the bank between all of us. They collect interest. They collect interest from it. And then they send you what they want you to have. But see, you got to pay for that lawyer. You got to pay that judge. You got to pay the state. So you thought you was going to be getting over. But really, you ain't getting nothing but the chump change. Now these people done started figuring it out. They done started figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's awkward. Hey, what's that, baby? Oh, I love you. I love you too, baby. But you know, people don't wanna. It's a lot of people that don't wanna put up with their own stuff. You know, everybody knows how everybody else should live, and they not even living right. You know, that's 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 what's going on with it. You know, like I say, I used to have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. You know, see the relationship me and my daughter have. And you know what she's doing right now? She's taking orders because she's playing. Uh, what she's doing is she's playing. What you call it? She's learning how to be like her mom, a servant. She goes over with her mom a lot. You know what I'm saying? Golly, everybody love Chris Brown. No matter how bad they talk about him, Chris Brown must be doing. You ain't watching the BET Awards? Chris Brown must be doing the fool because everybody loves Chris Brown. I'm seeing it all over here. Uh-huh. I mean, it ain't a big deal, but some of these things are awkward, totally awkward. Oh, you know, there's a lot going on. This is awesome. This is completely awesome. I didn't know all this was going on. But Chris Brown must be doing the most. Because he showed there's people loving Chris Brown right now. Maybe I need to turn on the BET Awards. Maybe not. Shoot, I done got hungry again. You know, I done got hungry again. So I might have to go make me something to eat. Then one thing you gotta realize, everybody not able. Everybody ain't gonna, you know, everybody ain't able. But I had awesome days, no matter what. And I think it kind of puzzled the guy when he was like, well, you don't really, you left. And I was like, well, I had some time off. And he was not compared. Well, we're just going to let you go. Okay, well, you guys have a nice day. How do you feel about? I was like, oh, he's cool. Yeah, I see how it confuses him. Well, I don't know why he's so mad at you. Yeah, because he feels intimidated. He feels intimidated. That don't bother me at all. Don't none of that bother me. I want everybody. Uh, I want everybody to be happy and do whatever they do, whatever makes you happy. If that makes you happy, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you don't need to do is lie to yourself. It's okay for you to fool me. What's happening, babes? Bass or bass? I don't know which one it is, but what's happening, baby? Long time no see. I think you was there the other night, huh? When I was kicking it. What's going on, man? Talk to me. Sitting talking to Foxy game, we're just talking some shit. Nothing really personal. Trying to really see what's going on in these BET awards. I don't really watch them, but they, I don't know. It looked like Atlanta running the show again. Don't look like nobody else gonna get in. I seen Tiny that was hosting them. I'm like, golly. Or they was doing something on their way to the BET Awards. So that means T.I. got something in there to do. You know. So, just checking it out. Sitting up, I don't know, kind of disgusted. I mean, how many victims there are. I ain't never met so many victims. If everybody's a victim now in life. Everybody. What's up with all these guys taking naked pictures for ESPN, the bodies on, and showing their whole body? And what's I don't understand that. Is this some kind of gay movement or something? I'm not used to men acting like that. I wouldn't. If they said, hey, we need you to take a naked picture, you're going to get paid this much, I'm going to be like, well, you got that money. If I can't take no picture with my clothes on, well, then shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up with these people with all this relationship advice. You ask them where they girl or boyfriend, they ain't got one. How you gonna let a person with no man tell you how to treat your man? And this ain't go for women. I mean, for dudes. For dudes, how you gonna let a nigga without a girl tell you how to treat your girl? Or they can't sustain a good relationship. My little bro used to do that all. You let her do this, you let her do that. And he'd be like, well, where your girlfriend at? See, that's why I ain't got one. Yeah, because you ain't willing to be. It's all about you. You know what I'm saying? And when you selfish like that, sooner or later you end up by yourself. And nobody don't have to, don't nobody have to put up with nothing. Especially when you ain't doing nothing nobody else can do. If you don't have a connection with somebody, ain't no use in you even trying to, be with them. Most dudes get with a girl just because she just sexually appealing. They don't know she crazy. Most girls get with crazy dudes because he got some money. The reason why he got all this money because everybody else know he crazy. And they don't want his money. Don't that make sense? I'm not trying to be messing with no crazy ass person. Sometimes I look, everybody talk about how pretty these girls is and she's so pretty, why are you single? You'll find out, just hang around. You'll find out, just hang around. I was talking to one chick and I was like, hey, she was like, yeah, I had to drop my boyfriend. I was like, what? Let me tell you about the dude, man. The dude did everything the girl wanted. To the point to where he couldn't say no, and now he neglected his bills. But as soon as he lost his place to stay, You know, he wasn't gonna lose his car, but when he lost his place to stay, he got evicted because he was always over helping her pay her bills. Then when he needed somewhere to go, she didn't know. She didn't like him no more. Well, I can't be with nobody that can't sustain their place to stay. You know, he need to take care of his place to stay. Well, he spent all that money helping you with your bills. Ain't that's messed up? Now that he needs some help, it's kind of like, oh, well, forget him. He can't do it. You know. So if he just said that from the get go, that he wanted to pay his bills, you understand what I'm saying? If he just said that from the get go, you wouldn't have dated him because a lot of people that think like that, their main thing is, how can you help me? First, I don't want to help you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to help you. I don't need to help you. Why would I help you? You know, I wouldn't. I wouldn't help somebody that you know needed. If a person right off top asks you for help, what kind of relationship you think that's gonna be? That's gonna be a relationship where you always gonna be helping. It's just always gonna be you help. You know, they ain't gonna never help. And if you ain't got it like that, you just tell them, look, I'm not the man for you because I ain't got it like that, and I ain't willing to work no harder. You know, if I go to work even harder, when am I gonna really get to see you? You know, if we can't do something together, you know. And women, then they brag about being independent. Like, what you supposed to be? You know, only thing, I'll tell you what, right off top, I can't stand no begging ass bitch. You know, I can't. And I can't stand no maggot ass hoe. For real. Every time you go around them, they need something. Lord have mercy. That's the worst bitch in the world. You know. And then when everything gone, they wondering where it went, why it ain't no more. You can't keep pulling water out of a well, you ain't putting no water in it. You know. You want to see a true test of a person? Watch what they do on payday. Watch how they think about you. And then when you a good dude, like one of my exes, you know, when you a good dude, they remember all that. But see, they thought you was stupid, so they figured, well, I'm just gonna leave him alone. When he gets some more, I'm gonna go back. That's when they get the shock of the world. And that's when they start hating you because see now you done start doing better. And they wasn't around for it. But they waited for you, well, I'm gonna let him get his shit together. I'm gonna go back. No, you can't be with me while my shit ain't together. Why that's why I'm with my girl. You can't be with me while I can get my shit together. You know, there's a different agenda. You know what I'm saying? Then why would I be with you when I get mine back? You didn't have time unless it was about you. And that's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But don't get mad at me for the decisions that you make. A lot of people get mad at you for the decisions they make. You know? I got a dude right now that I really gave a damn about, but not no more. That taught me a lesson. He wasn't ready. You want me to help you do what you do. But when I see it, I'm doing everything. And not only that, you don't trust me with nothing. And so I done set all this stuff aside and I done spent a couple $100 to get everything right. To make sure that I can do everything that you need and you don't have to worry. And then the best you can tell me after all that is that you don't have no money to pay me. And then when I tell you I'm expecting payment, you tell me how easy it would be for me to go get this money, but your wife ain't never at home. And now you don't want me going back by your house. So you're going to send your brother over here. You know, or can you meet my brother somewhere? I'm not meeting your brother nowhere. He can bring the money to me. You know. Then he gave me extra. You dig what I'm saying? Then he gave me extra. And I don't know why he gave me extra. No, that kissed my ass, You know, like I told him. And then I tried to explain to him, I said, I don't know how he was taking it. But when you asked me what I had of yours, I brought it to you. And I had to keep going back and forth to town because every time I tried to do that, there was either nobody home or when you say keys was in the mailbox, they never were. So them people's on your other end, they wasn't doing their job. But I understand that's your family. So ain't no way in hell you gonna blame them. You ain't gonna check what really went on wrong. You get what I'm saying? You ain't gonna check them. But it's gonna be my fault because I'm the outside. See, I saw that shit coming a mile away. Then when he said, well, you know, we really I want you to sell that catfish. And I thought to myself, well, do you? Because I don't even have no recipe for no catfish. I know that. So when I said, okay, and this was my fault. Because I said, okay, that's cool. I'll make the batter. And we'll get catfish cracking just like we did the last time. You know. But like I told him, did you buy the fish? No, well, the truck ain't ready. So what you're telling me is that you want me to put my life on hold. My whole life on hold. To help you do something that you're not really ready to do. And the people around you not even really helping you. But they're all blaming it on me. And then, so when I ask them, well, you know, how I can get my money, now it's an argument. And now now I'm making valid points. Now he has to call me out my name? Boy, stop. You show me who you really are. And let's be honest, the reason why you really that person is because you was broke from the get-go. You knew from day one that you couldn't pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? You knew from day one you couldn't pay nobody. Hate to be like that, but you knew this. You know, it wasn't something that you had to come to a conclusion. You knew this from the get-go. You didn't need nobody to tell you this. You knew from the get-go you didn't have no money. So why even entertain me with the thought of you doing so much when you're not doing nothing? You lying. And that's terrible when people lie like that. You lying. And so I tried to explain to him today, well, my brother gonna give you the money, this, that, and the other, take care and all that. And I said, well, I just wanted to apologize for my part in it if you think I was arguing. But I was just trying to make some valid points, but I don't do the disrespect. I ain't never called you out your name. I don't know if you trying to apologize to me and act like I was trying to use you. I didn't say nothing about using me, so that number one, you told on yourself. So you was trying to use me. That's number one. Number two, I'm not going to apologize to you for you calling me out my name being disrespectful. What planet you live on? Huh? What planet do you live on? I ain't never called you out your name. I ain't never called you nothing but man or Randy. I ain't never called you a nigga. And not in that fashion, no way. And told you need some help like I'm crazy. Well, if you felt like that from the get-go, why you ask me? Why you chasing me around this whole town like that? How come you walk up to me and say, why you ducking and dodging me? You know I need you to do this. How come you asked me to quit my job all these damn times to help you do that and you knew you couldn't pay for it? Why? Why? Because you was lying from the get-go. Your whole mission was to try to bring me down. I was doing too much. That presidential out there, that hurt your feelings. Because see, you supposed to be the man. You supposed to be doing it all. But when you see me pull up like that, you was like, well, dang, he don't work for me no more. How you get that? Like, he the only one that pay money. You understand what I'm saying? That hurt him. And you can see it. I told him one thing, man. If you ever think about getting rid of your food truck, sell it to me. Oh, I got you. So I went back around there and I was like, look at this new truck I got. I was like, bet, where's the old one? Oh, well, I sold it. Didn't I tell you to sell it to me? Oh, no, he couldn't do that because he know he's not no competition for me. He know I kill it. If I ever get my hooks in it, he know he's dead. He know who they call for. He know what they be looking for. You're not trying to get my catfish menu, my catfish deal. You was gonna keep it too. But see, your wife, she didn't know no better. She throw the batter away. She didn't know no better. She throw the batter away. And which that was good for me, because then he couldn't sell it no more. But not only that, you knew you didn't have no money from the get-go. Why you still been lie? And then talking about people need to practice being humble. They need to practice being real. You sure right. Most of the time when motherfucker make a post, they talk about their damn self. They just see it in you. So now it bothers them. Have you ever noticed that? Most people on Facebook make a post and it's actually really about them, but they don't want to acknowledge themselves with it. So what do? They throw everybody else under the bus. You know what I mean? How you gonna keep it real and you ain't got enough money to run a business? But you gonna put posts about keeping it real. You lied. You lied to yourself first. I knew you didn't have no money. That's why I backed off. Like I told you, remember, I backed off. Remember when you told me to hurry up and wait, I told you, well, let me exercise some other thing, cause don't look like you ready. And I don't want to go through this. I've been through this with one of your friends, ain't my friend. I went through this with him, and I'm not going through this with you because I love you. I don't want to get into it with you, like this, because I know this ain't gonna go right. But he plays victim. He plays victim awesome. Yeah, see, he played a victim. Oh, you gonna apologize to me like I did something. You called me out my name, but I'm supposed to apologize to you for that. And you owe me, but I'm the one that need help. Man, it's some weird people are completely nuts. You know, people are completely nuts. They don't get it. Well, I gotta get me something to eat. Hold on real fast. If you still there, cool. If not, I'll be back anyway.
Understand? If you are not sold, you are of no use to them. If you are of no use, welcome you to the family, but now you know it's a real deal.
Yeah, right. The last thing I need is a runaway boy.
And in SeaWorld, this famous cop, yeah, one of the most winning jokes in the history of the sport of racing.
God is like your best friend and your worst nightmare.
Now, caller mommy, I'm looking to see who's the name of the first track.
Let's see the knowledge.
I want to win. We're gonna go out there and stop this building. Except for us in the Miller family, the kids, social security numbers, the mother's maiden name, the circuit number 2.
Your information could be out there, just waiting to be auctioned off on the dark web. But now there's Experian. We monitor the dark web globally and let you instantly lock your Experian credit file from identity thieves. Plus, get up to $1 million in identity theft insurance. Try Experian free for 30 days. Call 844-YES-EXPERIEN today.
This is what I meant.
Honey Bunches of Oats. It's crispy spoiled flakes, plus crunchy granola clusters, plus a touch of honey.
It is. It's good.
It all adds up to a mouthful of joy. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Have you tried it yet?
The Pier 1 Imports 1 week sale and clearance is happening now. The biggest sale of the season. Save big up to 50% on fun, unique finds for everyone. From your front door to your back porch. Find it on sale right now at Pier 1 Imports.
So I'm just not showing it in. Lucifer. Huh? What a great show. Have you seen it? No. You should watch Vikings. Okay, great. We'll talk about it tomorrow. You need to watch that show, Suits.
Watch Stranger Things.
Next. Watch Animal. It's my favorite. Try. Find Kate Bush.
Watch what we want on Fire TV with Alexa voice remote.
Yemen Seagram's Escapes Jamaica Me Happy. And it is with blend of guava and sweet strawberries. Bright lemons and refreshing watermelon flavors. Seagram's Escapes Jamaica Me Happy. Keep it colorful.
The moment you realize, how could there possibly be this many blues?
Come to Lowe's, and you'll find we've lowered our prices on top 8 brands. Your new look is more affordable. Now save an additional $10 to $40 on paint, exterior stains, and resurfacers for your new at Lowe's. Catch the rapper break. No, I didn't. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Well, it's a perfect espresso morning, George. Hold on a second. I brought you an espresso. Espresso. What else?
What do you have?
Pastry. It's meat, cheese, and nuts. I think I cook too interesting.
Oh yeah, me too. I have cheese and these herbs.
Eat snacks. The more interesting way to get your protein. Alright, guys, I told you. Do you apologize? No. Why? Because I'm verbal. You do the verbal thing again? It's breathtaking now. There's nothing you want. I can't pause it. You want it before you ask. There's no Showtime, NFL Network, Red Zone, CBS. That's evil. That's evil. You would take care of it? Because I would love to. You're freaking out. TV that's missing stuff is evil. Spectrum has it all. DirecTV bad. Spectrum good. When a pedigree of power, near perfect balance, razor sharp precision, and head turning style where the family becomes nice. The BMW 3 Series and 4 Series Grand Coupe. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Hey, what's going on? You there, huh? He's gonna reset this phone and show us moving stuff. I just had to make a post. I said something that impressed me. Most people talk about faults in others,
talk about the faults that they see in everybody else when they really talking about their damn self. Like a nigga that will tell you to keep it real, ain't got no money to pay nobody. Well, they gonna tell you, when they say, well, how much does your job pay? $12 and $14 an hour, and you're like, which is it? 12, 13? There's a lot between 12 and 14. Which one is it? You know. And then they got some slick shit, but that depend on you. You know, no, bullshit. That shit don't depend on me. You trying to get over, you're a liar. You're a liar. And as long as you play the game like that, guess what you're gonna end up with? You might find a damn fool, but he gonna rob you at the end, cause he gonna feel used. See what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. My little brother, when he was cooking down at the little pub bar that we got out here, I showed him how to do that. The seasoned chicken like that, the seasoned fried chicken like that, that was me. I'm the one who told him to run it like this. This is the way I would do it. I'm the one who told him that. Hey, dude, y'all thought he came up with that? And I'm the chef. You think he hang with the chef and don't know nothing about cooking? You know, it is what it is. And then everybody's adapted it and stole it. And now y'all think they all know that they can cook chicken. You know what I'm saying? But before they didn't have a clue what they was doing. Putting the seasoning on chicken that's already fried. It ain't gonna stick. I showed them that. You know, for you to try to tell somebody something, and then they talking about, I feel like you used. I feel like you thought I was gonna use you. Hold on, we ain't even talking about using you. So where'd that come from? Oh, you knew what you was gonna do. That was your plan once the whole time. I'm gonna use him and I'm gonna steal his idea. And then when I don't need him no more, I'm gonna get rid of him and act like it was my idea. He didn't know being 40 years old, I done played that game already. He didn't have a clue. That's why I backed off. Going to plenty of restaurants and they got a chef there, and then people don't want what the chef got. They want what I got. And so the chef comes to me and says, oh man, that looks good. I said, okay. And then I come in and I'm like, where's the stuff that I need to start the shift? They're like, no, we just gonna do it your way. Bullshit. No, we ain't neither. You ain't stealing my idea. No, we not. We're not gonna do it my way. Not for no $9 an hour. You gonna need about $25,000. If I'm gonna come in here and fix your shit, it's gonna cost you 25 grand right off top. No. I mean, that's the thing about most of these people. Everybody think they slick. Everybody got a way of words. Like like you ain't never been to school. You don't know shit. You dig what I'm saying? But they don't play everybody like that. They know somebody gonna beat your motherfucking ass. They just go after the. See, I'm skinny. They don't talk to everybody the same way they talk to me. Everybody's not disrespectful. My little brother can say some shit on Facebook and everybody laugh. I say the exact same thing and motherfuckers get mad as a motherfucker. They get in their feelings with me, but when he said it sound cool. Cause they scary. Cause they scary. Whenever you pick them, choose them, size them up kind of guy, you scary. If you can't talk crazy to everybody, don't talk crazy to nobody. That's why I don't do the disrespectful. That's why I still ain't call that man out of his name. I still ain't gonna call the man out of his name. You know, I might feel like he's a bitch ass nigga. I might feel like he's a hoe ass nigga. But as far as addressing him like that, I'm not. Because I know one thing. We can't do business together because you don't know business. And everybody that you love, you're emotionally tied to, they ain't doing nothing for you. And it ain't gonna never be their fault when they go wrong. I didn't have that man wife on Facebook. She came and added me. I don't mess with that man wife like that. That has nothing to do with me. I don't talk about her. I don't know her. We had one pleasant conversation. And she told me your business. What she come on my Facebook for? Because she wanted to know who was hiring and she gonna critique me because of a Facebook? That's another thing. I think it should be illegal for employees to go off social media. It should be illegal. It's a public domain, but it's not for seriousness. And people have their own perceptions. If I want you to be a bad person because you might have told a joke that you didn't like, hey baby. Because you might have told a joke that I didn't like, that you didn't like, all of a sudden now I'm prejudiced. You know, anything you want to make up, any way you feel. People don't go no more off the fruits of nobody's labor no more. They don't go off of, they go off feelings and if I like this person. Just because you like that person don't mean he ain't told no lie. The nigga post about keeping it real and will promise you something and he know he can't make that promise. He knew that from the get-go. But he's real. He's real. And he's trying to instruct other people on how to be in real. Does that make any sense to anybody? But this is the world we live in now. You gotta go in there where it says connect to PSP, PS4. When you push connecting, it should give you a code. And then you gotta go back and enter that code in so it'll connect to your game, and then you can do anything with with your tablet, even as far as just turn your game off. Your tablet becomes like a controller. But it's gonna give you a code for your PS4. You type that code in, and then they'll communicate Bluetooth. So when you get in on your tablet, you know you got the screen, the home screen in the middle. If you slide it to this way, and it might be opposite because you know how these cameras are, but where it says at the bottom, connect to PS4, touch that, it's gonna have another screen. Then it's gonna say connecting, and you touch the PS4 blue part, and it's gonna say connecting. It's gonna find you. It's gonna say PS4 found. It's gonna give you the serial on it, and then it's gonna tell you that you have to have a code. So then you're gonna go get that code, and you're gonna enter that code in, and then that code turns your tablet into a generator. It turns it into like the controls. People make promises all the time. They make wishful promises. This is what I want. Well, don't put my family on hold because of what you want. Hurry up and wait. You know, if you don't have the items you need, you don't have the items you need to run the business, what you need to do is get everything ready before you start. One thing that my sister-in-law taught me about owning a business and starting up a business, be slow but deliberate. Once you get to that point, you made your decision, you make that decision and you stick with it. That's called consistency. Because if you change all the time, people don't know who you are. And pretty soon people don't want to deal with somebody that they don't know who they are. I mean, people don't understand why places like McDonald's and places like that are so successful. It's the consistency. It don't matter where I get a Big Mac, it look the same in New York as it do in California. The exact same. That's the consistency. Because you probably wouldn't shop at McDonald's in California if it looked different than the picture of what was going on in New York. That's why people go to those places, because they know exactly what they're going to get. But you can't tell a person that. You know, you can't put nobody up on game. They think you smarter than everybody. No. But I got common sense. And I've been a GM before. Most of these business owners ain't ever been business management. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even been business management. They have not a clue. They don't know how to count no money. They don't know how to keep no books. They don't understand how crucial it is to write everything down. They don't know how much money they gonna make. They don't. They have not a clue. They don't have a plan. You know, when I was GM, we wrote everything down. I don't even know if I was making money. When it died down, I had to send people home to ensure that the business was making money and everybody could still get a paycheck. They had to understand that. That's the nature of the beast. But we got companies in Temple, Texas, 6 months gone, 6 months gone, 6 months gone, 6 months gone. Why? You get a manager in there, he hire all his friends, he don't send nobody home, ain't nobody doing the work. It turns out it sucks because they're having a family reunion instead of doing the job. And what ends up happening? They ain't making no money. Hey, baby. They ain't making no money. And so then the shit goes to hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you make $80,000 in the weekend. But if you spent $40,000, you only made $40,000. People don't get net and gross. They not at all. I'm just saying. They don't. They're completely oblivious. They don't understand any of that. They don't know that they ain't made no money. They don't know that they ain't made no money until after they done paid their bills and all their employees. And that first little money you make got to go right back into the company. Because you got to refurnish whatever you sold. So you ain't did your inventory. You don't know what labor is, where you're at with labor. And all these are simple. These are so simple, they got computer programs now. Like Intuit QuickBooks. All you got to do is go download the program. It'll do all that for you. So all you got to do is enter in a dollar amount here. Enter in your hours here. And it calculates all that for you. And it'll do it by the hour. So you'll know if you got too many people on staff. If you're over 16%, you got too many people that somebody has to step off. You see what I'm saying? But you have to make money. You can't explain that to farmers in Temple, Texas. That's too easy for them. You got some guy walking around, yeah, I own the business, I own the business, I own the business. He ain't doing no work. Drinking his profits up away with his employees because he's trying to get some. He's trying to be the big man on campus. You know, trying to be the superstar. Then when he go out of business, instead of him saying or learning from that, he gets on Facebook Live and makes a post and talks about how everybody around him used him and he thought that everybody was his friends and people weren't his friends. Nothing he did wrong. He did nothing wrong. First he says, I'm going to get liquor license and we'll be back up popping. And then he turns around and says, but no, I ain't going to be able to get liquor license. We already, so you can lie to lay people, but us in the bar business already know if you miss that liquor license, you can't get another one in that establishment for 2 years. So that establishment, no matter who gets it, they can't sell liquor for 2 years, if they change the name or not. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? But when you talking to people and you think people are stupid, you know, then he wondered why when he went back to DJing at the bar, yeah, me and my partner already had cracking that we left to help him, but to work for him. He wasn't about nobody shows up to hear him DJ. You just fucking dissed everybody. You just said it was everybody else in the town fault except for yours while your business went under. You know, like I say, most of these motherfuckers so stupid they'll blame the oil in the car for their car breaking down instead of blaming themselves for not changing the oil. You can't, and you like, man, stop. Cut it out. More people are laying in these positions. And they know it. They know it. Meanwhile, people in California come to Texas buying this whole thing up. And then people in Texas say, no, they're not. We have this and we have that. And then the governor gets on and makes a report and says, okay, I don't care if the companies in California won't pay for their employees to come out here because we're breaking all these LGBT laws. I don't care. But guess what we're going to do? It doesn't matter because California is making most of the jobs out here anyway. They're not going to stop buying our land. They're not going to stop buying our businesses. Go on your app and then go to that. How do you what? How do you enter in that code? Ooh, that's a good one. Because I ain't had to do it in so long. If somewhere you got to enter in that code, it should tell you on the app exactly where. But like, oh shoot. Okay. I'm gonna put it up there and it might look backwards just because. Okay. Now go to my PlayStation app. Because mine is already registered, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that part, but I'm gonna show you where to go to start it. So, right here where it says connect to PS4, I'm gonna hit that, connect to PS4. Now, I'm logged in already, so I don't have to do that. Right there on yours, there should be a PS4. It should say PS4. And you touch the PS4. And then it's gonna read, see that PS4? Touch it. See how it's like that, where it says second screen? Touch that PS4, and it should connect you to it. But you're gonna have to have a code. It's gonna tell you to put in a code. And there's also a help button right there, because I can't exactly remember how you enter in that code or where you enter that code in. You know what I'm saying? One thing that people ought to know. Uh-oh, Dan, there must be looking at it. No. And sometimes you say some stuff. Sometimes you say some stuff. You say some real shit to somebody. And the only reason they get mad is because they know it's true. And you just called them out. And you didn't even mean to. You was just telling the truth. Have you ever noticed that? I mean, now I'm not gonna sit here and say at work you can get on your PS4, but you can get this app. I mean, you can watch people this, you can see, you can message, you can do that kind of stuff. But as far as playing the game, I'm not so sure about that. I have never played a game on mine like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure getting a whole whole lot of different people looking at my page that I never really thought about. I'm looking at my page. Like this dude, he scares me. He's like the #1 lawyer around here. He can't get a nigga ticket dropped, but he sure can get people off murder charges. That scares me. You know. Well, like I said, I think it's a part of the agenda. But that scares me when I see him and my friends you may know. Go see my shit public. Because I really don't care about who sees what I got to say it. I tell the truth and it's not distasteful. But you take things how you want to take them. If I say this happens to me, people say, well, you're racist. Well, I'm racist because I got called out of my name. Imagine that. What's up, Sean? Oh. I'm just liking some stuff, that's all. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Who says they gonna play Escape? Well, they don't, that's messed up. They don't let Atlanta take over. Everybody looking at Escape now. Oh, Lord. Sometimes you have to say something. To me, this is the way I feel. What are you doing?
Nothing.
And this is the way I feel. Sometimes you have to acknowledge some things to somebody so that either they can make a change or get offended. And 9 times they get offended, they know damn well what they doing wrong. Because you don't never get mad at the truth. That's real. I ain't never got mad at nobody telling the truth, even if it was about me. And I got a mama that don't cut no corn. My mama is not gonna play with you. She gonna tell you exactly where it is. and you don't like it, just because you get upset. Nobody give a damn about you being mad. But if you don't like it, that's where it is. You know. You know. But you can't help somebody that don't want no help. You can't make. You know, I got a. It won't show up on my PS4. It won't show you. It won't show your PS4. Did you push that connect? You got to go to that where it says connect the PS4 part, and then you got to log it in. But your I know your PS4 on because you talking to me right here, right now. And you might have to reset. Not all of it, but at least your phone. You know, sometimes it glitches like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, Leslie acting a fool. I can hear it. But y'all know, hey man, you can only live by your condemn only by your own convictions. Ain't nothing real about lying. Let me put it to you like that. And if it ain't the truth, then it's a lie. I don't care if you call it a mistake or whatever you want to call it, it's a lie. If you promise somebody something you can't do it, you lie. No matter what you wish for. She really gonna get real good on that, but she can't do it. Uh-oh. I think them neighbors is home. Just going on with stuff. Yeah. But I know one thing. There's too many liars, man. That's no truth. There's too many people that think they being humble. And I don't understand humility at all. I don't care how humble you are. If you spend more money than you making, you being humble ain't gonna fix your bullshit. That ain't God humbling you. Quit trying to blame everything on God. God will take it away. No, He won't. Every time something like what I went through last month at this job, every time something happens like that, man, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what happened, but I shoot out the roof.
Good evening.
I shoot through the roof. So that's why I really ain't worried. I know something won't pop. I just got some more business to take care of. If I didn't have this business to take care of, I've been taking off. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. But I'm being held down right now. That's okay. One thing about it, when a motherfucker find out you ain't no damn fool. When they find out you is not a damn fool. When they find out you is not a damn fool, they don't, if they think you a damn fool, they keep trying to hire you back and call you back and try to make it seem like you did something. When they find out you ain't no damn fool, they don't want to fuck with you no more. And that's okay with me. Like I say, I don't do the tough guy shit. I don't do the disrespect. Because you're a bullshit ass person, I am not going to apologize for what I said to you. Because you bullshitting yourself. It's just a matter of time before it all falls down. You can't tell? You done bought all this shit and don't know what to do with it. Didn't have a plan. And then when somebody try to help you, you can't take constructive criticism. You don't want to listen. And then you look at a man and say, "Oh, hey, what you got? What you doing?" Okay, why you not? You missing the message trying to look through me. But the truth remains, I ain't lacking. My girl ain't lacking. We don't beg for nothing. What you do ain't nothing but a bar tab. What you thought you was giving me ain't nothing but a bar tab. Like I say, we don't penny pinch it. If we gotta go somewhere and look at the price tag, we don't need to be there. You're on the PS4 app. He gonna show you how to do it. He's showing you how to do it. I can't remember.
I've seen Chance's activism impact Chicago because
Look.
People in Chicago feel like people can't.
I'm really proud of the work he's doing.
Yeah, they debuting Chance the Suck. Chance the Rapper so trash.
About a year ago, just two of my best friends that I grew up with. And so it's been a really cool ride figuring out how 501c3s work and partnering with friends.
Chance the Rapper is trash.
That hadn't been put together before.
Just show them activism and showing them like, yo, you can use your talents, your gifts, your passion towards something that's bigger than you. You can actually take your gifts and better your community.
His contribution to the Chicago public school system is valuable for many reasons, not just the monetary number.
Chance the Rapper so stupid. This how dumb Chance the Rapper is. Y'all get this. Public school systems been failing you. They ain't never teaching you nothing about what you supposed to. Instead of him building his own school and teaching these kids about who they are, he done gave it back to the people that's already fucking you. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world. Public school systems don't teach you the right shit. They teach you what the agenda, what they want you to know. So you gonna give your money to some people? You got to be a damn fool to let the enemy teach your children. Please believe me. Chance the coward. That's what he is. Chance the gay dude. Chance the nigga that's following the agenda. I don't respect that nigga at all. Sit your bitch ass down somewhere.
Welcome Chance to the stage. We have one more surprise from a very special lady.
Thanks so much, Deborah. And hello, BET family. Laura and I are so sorry that we can't be there.
And now they got this gay dude on here, Michael Obama.
And we are so incredibly
Look at this man. Adam's apple. You don't see it jumping?
Family since he was a
Look.
boy.
You don't see her Adam's apple?
Thrill watching him come into his own in so many ways.
You don't see
In
it.
addition to making some
Boo, you don't have that.
Chance has been taking that.
No, you do not. No woman has that. Just men.
Shining it on young people in our home.
She's a man.
Time and again, he has been standing up, speaking out, and doing.
I can't believe they put her neck that close on TV where you can see her Adam's apple jump.
And with these passionate efforts, Chance is showing our young people that they matter, that they have something inside of them that is worthy of being expressed, and that they have so much to contribute to their communities and to our country. Chance, you are an outstanding role model, an inspiration to all of us who care about our next generation. Because of you, countless young people will grow up believing in themselves, fulfilling their God-given potential, and then reaching back and lifting up other people along the way. I can think of no better legacy than me.
It says no PS4 found. Well, that's terrible.
Thanks so much for everything you do. Congratulations.
That's not right. So, Chance the Rapper gave money to a school district that is mainly the reason people are in the positions they are in he don't deserve it. You're right. You're a failure. 15 subs.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, baby. Not for sure.
Okay, Tiffany Haddish hit me back on Twitter, and she said our next performer smells like two of my favorite things: pretty money and great manners. I think he smells like success. Now put your hands together for Maxwell!
Here, Daddy, you can have the rest.
She gonna do this all day long. What she do like her mama? Man, I'm just thinking where it is at. But you don't want the problem with me. You don't want the. Oh Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actor, singer, and actress Tyrese Gibson.
We live in a time where we are constantly reminded that next week isn't promised. My pastor taught me that it's arrogant to believe that the next seconds of life belongs to you. So we should all
Oh shit.
every breath of the Lord Jesus Christ. This year in black entertainment, we suffered a few major losses.
You don't get your
We lost Terry McCoy,
who was the first director of the BET Awards.
That's your friend.
That ain't none of my friend. That turned to
Lyrical
a whole
God
cow.
prodigy. Rest in peace, Ahmad P. Educated rapper from UTFO. R&B songstress, Joni Sledge. And Cuba Gooding Sr. from the soulful group, The Main Ingredient.
Yeah.
Legendary jazz vocalist Al Jarreau. And the world got a little less funny with the passing of our brother, who I still can't believe to this day, Charlie Murphy. As we mourn you, we celebrate your life. And now we're honored to continue our tribute to those gone but never forgotten. Please welcome Wonderland artist Roman Jean Arthur.